Heard about these two baseball players that were wondering if there was baseball in heaven. Well, they made an agreement that whichever one died first, the other one would come back and tell the one still on Earth if there was baseball or not. Anyways, a few months later went by and one of them died. He went up to heaven and then he came back to tell his friend. He said, I got good news and I got bad news. The good news is there is baseball in heaven. The bad news is you're scheduled to pitch next Thursday. You're welcome. So check out what came today. Our dusk to dawn light. Cool, eh? It's all LED. I didn't know they did that. I suppose it's 2021. Makes sense, right? So that's going to be cool. Going to be cool to see how it works at night. We haven't seen it yet. We just got to put in. So it's up there. And it will shine this area here. And you know, the end of the driveway here too. So it's going to light this up real well. So it's going to be really cool. But I'll let you know what it looks like here at night. Okay, so I'm standing on the front porch at the edge here. And look at it, I love it. We have these lights here that light up this. And then when I walk by here, this one comes on up there. Helps light, this front area. And now we have the new dusk to dawn light here, the pole light, whatever you want to call it, over here. So it lights up here and all here. And we want to get a light up in the garage there too, just like these ones. Starting to snow a bit again, but it works great. I love it. Almost slipped and fell. When you're coming through the driveway, it's dark pretty much the whole way till you take our last turn, because the driveway is kind of built like a snake. But it's nice, so it's still dark coming in, and then when you get here, when you get down here, I'll show you. All right, so you get here, boom, there it is. Love it. So it's gonna help at night unpacking stuff. We're always different hours getting home and things like that. Be able to see bears walking out to our vehicles and stuff at night. There's always a ton of bear here from spring to fall. And then just check activity anyways out front. So it's perfect. Really cool. Love it.
Oh my lamb. I think a piece of hail just hit me right in the eye.
It was supposed to just do a little bit of snowing. So we were going to come out and finish strapping up that roof.
Yeah.
And then throw on that corrugated plastic
Yeah.
we have. The see-through stuff.
Mm-hmm. Then we came out here to this.
Polycarbonate.
Oh,
yes.
Yeah. That's it.
But it's fully hailing.
Yeah. Got all dressed up, came on out, and it hurts. It's hitting me in the face. It's sharp.
Yeah.
Right up my nose and stuff. I don't think that this is a good thing to work in.
We'll just scratch the hail, or not the hail.
Scratch the working today?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're so close to getting that finished.
Yeah.
And because we're going to just put that, the strapping in that polycarbonate roofing on there. And then we're going to use put the boiler in it and everything.
Yes.
But all that can be done fairly quickly.
I hope so.
I guess got to kind of set up that chimney a bit. But then we're just going to board it in with those old pine boards. So that'll be pretty easy for a windbreak and stuff.
Can't wait to be done all that.
The weather is just, now that it's fully winter, right?
It's not cooperating with us.
Busy doing snow quite often now and some other stuff.
Shoveling and plowing and more shoveling
regular
and more
winter
plowing.
Things.
Yeah.
Right? Building hot tubs.
Yeah. So as soon as we finally get this done, once the weather cooperates enough with us to get that sugar shack done, we're going to move back inside the house. And we had told you that we were going to go to the garage after getting the sugar shack done, but we're going to scrap that for the winter because we'd have to do all the soffit and stuff, which means that we're outside again in the winter on ladders, and this is the weather we have to deal with.
I was going to build staging around it.
Yeah.
Like the knee braces or whatever.
But even that, it's cold,
Exactly.
it's snowy, it's half the time hailing or raining or doing something we don't want to be out in. So because we can't get that soffit done, which means we can't do the insulation in the garage, which means we pretty much can't do anything further in the garage, we're just going to go back into the house and finish all the interior stuff. So we're super excited about that. We've been coming up with designs for the kitchen and different ideas for that. And we have someone coming to help us design a new kitchen hopefully in the next couple weeks. Yeah, Trent, he's been on videos before actually. Yeah. So he's
done a lot of cabinet stuff.
Yeah, so he's going to come up and help us come up with a design and order our cabinets and stuff for the kitchen. So that's going to be really fun. But the first thing we're going to do is go back to the great room, which we already did the ceiling and all the walls, and we're going to trim it out. Then we're going to do all the flooring, and then we'll move to the kitchen next after all that. So that's our plan going forward, and really excited for that. I can't wait to start just like getting the interior looking really nice.
Yeah, and like on the garage, what she was saying, the main thing is it's not that we couldn't do that right now, but it just takes way longer
with
than
the
usual.
weather.
So with the weather the way it is, save that to the spring, then we can go at it way faster.
Yeah.
And the main thing was to get that dried in, which it is. So
So
it's
we can-
perfect that way, that it's all dried in and everything, and we can do whatever we need to do. You can park the vehicles in it.
Yeah.
Even though this ain't in there right now.
And while we're working on the interior, we can move the stuff into it and it'll all stay dry and safe. It's just we don't have insulation or anything, but we can put the stuff in it while we're working on the interior in the house. And that's really what we wanted to make sure we could do. So
yeah, and when we're out here, like, it's just important to work in your stages, what makes the most sense for your particular setup.
Yep.
And that is what it is for us. So getting that up so we're ready to go come sugar season.
Yeah.
Working on the inside in the bad weather.
Yeah.
There's lots to do in there. So yeah, it's going to be awesome. I can't wait to get back inside, honestly, and just be working in there. Either.
Me too.
Since we're standing full hail out here.
I know, it's not pleasant.
It's not that cold out today, though.
It's just like, the hail on my face. It's not comfortable.
Yeah. But winter's obviously here now. Everybody always says around these parts, I swear, every year.
Yeah.
Not much snow, not much snow. Every year around Christmas, like, it usually is give or take maybe some snow, but then it's like, wait
till January comes.
It's always coming in January and February.
Then you get hit so hard with snow here. I'm not from New Brunswick, I'm from Ontario, and we get a lot less snow, and living here is like, man, you just get plowed with snow come January to March or so. It's
we lived in Manitoba and it was always colder, but way less.
Yeah, way colder. Definitely way colder. But way less snow.
Colder and windier, less snow. Here it's a little
an
milder,
obscene
but
amount
way
of
more
snow. Yeah.
And then where we're at in central New Brunswick, you get even more snow than you do
on the coast. For sure.
But anyhow.
So speaking of doing the interior and the kitchen, let's head inside and we're going to show you something that just arrived yesterday that we're super excited about.
We've been having some cool upgrades to our place.
We're loving it.
A lot of it's kind of regular stuff for people that just,
like normal people who live on
regular things.
Yeah.
But it's fun to get them over time, pay for it, right?
Yeah,
that's
and
always
do it
been
slowly.
kind of the thing is like being able to pay for it all gradually. So we go for a couple of years without it, but when we can buy it, we get it.
We get it, exactly. If you're willing to live without things all at one time, you can have everything.
Yeah. And
over
our original
time.
thing was, it was the military release.
Yeah.
So we didn't know like what was going to happen with that. So we wanted to make sure we owned our home and we're able to take care of ourselves by hunting and all that if we had to. That was actually our original story all along.
Yeah. So, that's why we lived without for a while.
This is continuing the story.
Yeah. Oh, and you guys seen the light? The light that came? Love that light. That's really cool. So our whole driveway is like super dark, but then when you get to the front of the house there, that's where we have the one light. We didn't want to run lights the whole way because that would just be like unpractical financially to pay for that every month, every light on all the poles. Yeah. But to have the one unnecessary. To have the one right here in front of the house is great because when you're pulling in, it just lights up the whole driveway to walk into your house with groceries or people leaving, whatever. It's just
Stairs
so
great.
Yeah.
So you could see between your house and the car because there's
exactly. We get lots of bears, so it'll be perfect.
Another thing a couple people mentioned was, does it give you too much light pollution to not see the stars?
No.
All it does is lights up right over the driveway where I showed earlier. And out here where we have our fires, picnic table, all that stuff in this part of the cleared area. And then obviously going that way, pitch black.
Yeah, so
you're good to go. Great. You look up, doesn't affect it at all.
Yeah.
That's the benefit of being on acreage. Like
Yeah.
you know, not huge, but 70 acres, so a good size acreage. One little section doesn't light up your whole yard. So
No, it's the only
still
light all around.
yeah, we still get the benefits of both, right?
Yeah.
So it doesn't affect that. It's
Yeah,
nice.
pretty great.
Yeah. Let's go inside.
All right, let's go. So here we are inside, and this is our new fridge. We love it. We're so happy. It was weird when it arrived yesterday because it's so much bigger than our last one. So it looked really strange in the spot that we have it in. We had to like get used to it a little bit, but now I'm getting used to it. So, and it will look way better once we design the kitchen with brand new cupboards and stuff. So all the cupboards here behind us are all coming down, and we're getting all new cupboards put in, and it'll fit in even better. But it just took some serious getting used to because you can see the size difference here. Like it's just so much bigger than our other one that we had, the off-grid one, the solar one.
Solar one, yeah.
Yeah, the solar one worked great, but it was just so small. It was only 9 cubits, whereas this one is 21 or something
9
cubits.
cubic feet.
9 cubic feet was the off-grid solar fridge, but this one's like 21 cubic feet. So
Cubic feet.
Cubic.
Cubit. That's like
Cubit?
how if you
Cubic?
read in the biblical narrative of Noah. Noah and the ark.
Yeah.
95 cubits.
Yeah. So anyway, it's way, way, way bigger, and we love it. It's nice. It's so
awesome.
Nice. There's so much room. Oh yeah, I'll even show you inside. We unloaded our other fridge into it, everything out of that fridge in here, and it looked so empty. So we went shopping and bought stuff, and it still looks empty.
Totally empty still, yeah.
So it is pretty empty still. But yeah,
There's like nothing in it.
It's just, it's crazy. It's crazy how much more stuff we can hold in there. So that'll be really nice when things are on sale. I can actually buy more than like one or two things and stock up on the fridge. So.
And we plan on doing, we have this, right? And we plan on doing a pantry.
Yeah.
Like that's on our list. We're going to do a pantry to can stuff, and we're going to be canning, probably going to be canning a lot of bear meat eventually, just because we have a lot of bear here. But I mean, if we can, moose, deer, all the other stuff too.
Vegetables from the garden. We're going to do an even better garden this year. Last year's garden produced a little bit. Every year it's kind of gotten a little better. But next year we'll do an actual big raised bed garden, and we'll can that
bigger
stuff too. Yeah.
See how much we're building.
Yeah.
But so we have plans for doing that. And then we also have outside, we have our cord coming in here. So if we ever lose power, we can just run the Jenny and we're already good to go.
Yeah.
So we have that already
It's all hooked
set
up.
Yeah.
Which is awesome. It's so important too.
So we're making sure still with our setup to modernize some things that we also have the backup, right?
That we're always prepared no matter what.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't wait to do the pantry thing, honestly. Like I remember seeing a guy with a pretty cool setup, like a fridge and stuff. Like, anyways, we'll get to that at some point.
Yeah, it'll be really great.
Yeah.
So along with needing more fridge space, we also definitely needed more freezer space because the freezer on the off-grid fridge was really tiny and it was at the top of our fridge and just really little. So there is a lot of like treats in here. This is like now become our treat section. The deep freeze has all of our pork and the cow that we ordered and some bear. Here's a little bit of our bear that's left as well. But it's so nice to be able to stock up on just like fast meals and have them in this little freezer. It's pretty awesome. And speaking of the bear, I have some cooking in the slow cooker right now. So let's go over and see that. So this is some of our bear. I've had cooking in here for a lot of the afternoon. And there's been lots of people asking what the bear tastes like. And it's really good. So some people say that bear meat isn't very good, but it all depends what your bear eats. So this isn't a bear that was up at the front eating our garbage. This bear was around the back and he ate apples and blueberries and stuff like that. So it tastes really, really great. I think it totally depends on what your bear eats before you get it. So this bear has been really great. You wouldn't notice the difference between this and beef. Anyone that like has had it here, our actual bear doesn't know the difference. So it's amazing. Really, really great. Love it. And I found the best way to cook the bear is definitely in the slow cooker because it always turns out really great in here. So I don't have to try and make sure I hit the right amount of heat on a frying pan or whatever. I just put it in here for 3 to 4 hours and just let it cook pretty much for the whole day. And it just turns out fabulous. So speaking of the bear, it's almost ready. So we're going to sit down and have some supper here in a minute.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Starving.
It always smells so great.
I know, right? And we can even make like a gravy out of that, which is nice. Bear gravy. Yeah, just potatoes and bear meat
Yeah.
in the slow cooker. It's so good.
Yeah.
Onions too and stuff.
Yeah, that's always good too.
So bear with us. You know, inside here's not completely ready yet, obviously. Still working on it. Got cords around. We're going to get the place wired here soon. Mm-hmm. So it's going to be fully wired, set up there. So keep an eye out for that. We'll let you know. That's also a friend of mine.
Yeah.
So we're doing all this stuff with our connections and stuff too, right?
Which is nice.
Which is perfect.
Yeah.
So, you know, we still get the gym in here.
We're going to move it.
We're going to get that into the garage. Lots of plans, lots to do.
Mm-hmm.
But this is what we were talking about too. We got to build these windows out, build them all out, and then trim them. Trim that stuff. Take that cord, move that cord, hide it, you know, stuff like that. It's just kind of set up to live at the same time. But it's all happening. It's all getting there. This room's, we're loving the place.
This room's almost done. It's close to being done.
Yeah, it is. And then we'll do the floors, and then get on those cabinets.
Yeah. Yay!
Can't wait.
See you in the next one.
See ya.